Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we've got a little bit of a special for you guys. Today we ended up getting into a match with Ghazi, Chris, and Durka Games, as well as a few people that were also watching Ghazi's stream at the time. And we just happened to get on his team, which is real unfortunate if you're on the enemy team right about now. Because when you get a few good players on one side, it can really tip the battle in their favor. And then when you top that off by putting people in, or you know, those people just happen to be in ships that they really enjoy, it can really go wrong real fast. So, fortunately for me, I spawned left side. I don't particularly like this map, but it's not terrible. And I got a guy behind me in Aroma. His name is Chris. And between the two of us, we are going to absolutely dominate this enemy team. Like, complete domination. I know, it's funny how it is a domination match, and we're going to be dominating. It's funny how that works. But I'm into Kansas. You guys know about me into Kansas. I love this ship. And since the buff, I can't say it enough. This thing is absolutely beautiful. I love this ship so much. So, yeah, we're going to push up. We're going to go with Chris here. We're going to try to, you can see I'm angled here because I'm worried about getting shot because I have no idea where the enemy is. And I know that I'm spotted. Well, then I'm not spotted anymore, so I'm like, cool. Now I can go try to avoid running into Chris here. And this is the thing. We're not talking to one another. Chris is in a division with Ghazi and Durka, and I'm just in here. I did turn on game chat just in case they did want to speak, but nobody was speaking. And oh my god, that is a broadside Kansas. Don't mind if I do. Wait for it. Come on, baby. Pow! Dropping the bomb from downtown. Chris gets his shells there first, showing that amazing velocity out of the Italian Roma, and then my shells come in and show the absolute destruction that is capable of American armor piercing. It's disgusting, especially when it's this accurate. Now, we are in a load of trouble here. You can see right off the rip, we have 5 ships spotted, and that's not including the destroyer, who is not currently spotted, dropping torpedoes after us. So, as you can see, 6 of the enemy's 9 ships are on top of me and Chris right now. Which means we are going to have to play this extremely well in order to pull this out. Now, I don't know about the guys that are at center of the map right now as far as how much they're going to be able to do. I know Durka, I believe, is one of them at the center island. He's lobbing HE with his mines. Miyoko gets touched by Chris, and so I go ahead and switch over to shooting at the Roma. I figure he may be over-angled. And, unfortunately, he's not really over-angled because we don't Citadel him, but we do manage to get a good chunk off of him, and that takes us up to 46,000 damage already. Now, we have the Miyoko out there spamming HE at us. We had the Wichita, who we touched and he ran away. Furious D, by the way, one of the guys in the Wichita, he is watching the Ghazi stream as well. But then the King George just does this, and I can't think of why he thought this was a good plan. I don't even think we Citadel him here, but we just smash this man for half his hit points. Gone. Right there. Maybe even 2/3. Like, that's a pretty nasty hit. We get 5 full penetrations, 4 overpins on a broadside King George, and that man is seriously reconsidering what he's contemplating doing for the rest of the match. Now, me being in the Kansas, I move up into a position that I can protect myself from the destroyer, which I can't see. I can also kind of catch this Roma off guard. Now, I was initially worried that the Roma was coming in to ram me. Honestly, it wouldn't have been a bad play from him, and I'll tell you why. Getting rid of one of the huge hitters on this side of the map because he rammed me would have been a good play. I wouldn't have been able to kill him because he's in a Roma. It's extremely tanky over the bow. So if he just rushes me and rams me, there's nothing I can do about it. However, more respect to him for not ramming me, but unfortunately for him, I'm about to disrespect this man in the biggest way possible. And that is to come around the outside and catch him with his pants down. It's unfortunate when this happens to you, but, you know, sometimes it is. And you can see he's trying to escape, but unfortunately, the front guns only, I'm able to score 4 Citadels on the broadside of that Roma, and he's not going anywhere. And much to the delight of our teammates, he goes down easily. And again, this is a part of learning how and when to push. Using the islands to move forward, protecting yourself from the torpedoes initially and the fire spammers, we're able to move closer and outflank the enemy who overextended trying to be a brawler. And again, he didn't really do anything wrong there other than the fact that he just wasn't paying attention and realizing that I was pushing forward. I was spotted by his proxy detection, and he just waited a little too long to get moving forward. Had he gotten past that island, I wouldn't have been able to depth strike him, and he could have been a real problem. But of course, Chris is shooting at the King George. Chris is already in the cap as well, and by me pushing forward, the destroyer has pushed out. We also have the Miyokos trying to torp us from the left. So we take a shot at the King George, we're able to finish him off, and that's our high caliber inside of 6 minutes. So it wasn't even 6 minutes, it was like 5.5 minute high cal. And it only took that long because I was a little patient. We have absolutely ripped this enemy team apart. Now, I'm going to do something that probably wasn't the best play here, but I wanted to keep myself away from the Yukikaze, and you can see the torps coming from this Yukikaze, and I'm going to kind of forget just how slow this ship is. We're in reverse. Wichita gets a double fire on us, and I believe he actually ends up triple firing us here. Real easily, and it's real unfortunate. 2 salvos, 3 fires, real unfortunate, especially when I have torpedoes bearing down on my position. I can't put it out right away, so I wait until I think that I have enough time for the torpedo to hit me and still be on damage con immunity. So we get away with that, which saves a lot of our hit points. If I'd have put out that fire right away, there's a good chance those torpedoes reach me right after my cooldown goes off, and we all know that would have been a flood. Now, here I'm going to do something to help the team. Now, Chris is in a position he can potentially shoot over the island. I am not. But I don't want to just back around the corner willy-nilly and find this Kansas waiting for me with a full broadside. I will die. We've already seen what Kansas on Kansas violence looks like. It isn't pretty. Okay? But if I can put up my spotter plane and spot him, there's a chance that Chris can actually shoot him. And if he's broadside like I think he is, that can end very badly for him. And sure enough, we get him detected and the Miyoko. We see they're following each other around the end. So, again, I can't shoot him. But the spotting that my plane is giving us is going to help Chris get a shot over the island. And you'll see it in just a moment as the shots come over the rear of our ship and over the edge of the island. Any moment. Hello? Hello? Chris? Any moment? There he goes. Just as my spotter plane goes down. And Chris is able to finish him off. And that makes this backing around the corner a whole lot less dangerous. Now, we have 128,000 damage. We've done a pretty solid job. We've done everything on this side of the map. Chris and I, with Dirk's help firing HE over the mountain where he can, have absolutely dominated this side. And notice none of us were sitting at the back at 30 kilometers waiting. Now, obviously, we know that there's a destroyer off the bow. I can't shoot at him at the moment because I know that there's a cruiser waiting for me around the corner. I just know. And sure enough, he goes all the way in and beaches himself on the island. Now, why would he do this, folks? It's called torpedoes, right? That's exactly what he's doing. He's turning to torpedo us. Well, unfortunately for him, this is not my first rodeo. Now here, we don't aim down sights. We actually should have fired the rear guns there first. And then, well, I guess it's not really easy to fire the rear guns when all the guns are actually on target. So you would have had to, like, look away for a split second and then get the rear guns on him. And by that time, you might have missed your opportunity. But our secondaries are doing what they're doing. We've already dodged his torpedoes. He's got nothing left to hurt us with other than his guns. And it's a heavy cruiser. It's going to hurt a little bit, but I'm a battleship. I'm not scared of a Miyoko's armor piercing at this range, as you can see. He's doing some damage, but not a lot. And, of course, we Citadel him on that one, finishing him off. And that takes us up to 140,000 damage, 3 kills, 7 Citadel game. Absolutely dominating. And I really did enjoy this match. It's not the highest damage game in the world, but it really did showcase what a couple of really, really solid battleship players can do to swing the tide of battle. Even though there was 6 ships against us on this side, 2 of us was able to hold them at bay and take a relatively little amount of damage in the process between the 2 of us. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will leave links to their channels down in the description and probably the pinned comment down below. So make sure you check out all 3 of their channels. They all 3 have YouTube channels. They're all fantastic. So make sure you check them out. 140,000 damage. Chris getting top of the leaderboard because he got the base cap, so well done by him. We get 5 of the 6 ships on our side. The only one that escaped was the Yukikaze. So well done to Chris. Well done to Gazi. Well done to Durka. GG's to everybody on the enemy team that was watching the stream. And if you like what we're doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.